Consistency. Consistency is the driving factor in success, okay? Because when things get dark, if you can maintain being consistent in it, you will always see that light at the end of the tunnel. I tell people all the time, they say, Driver, how you keep going? I say, shit, I don't know. I just keep going.
What's up, Virginia? I'm your host, Vania Alonnie from the Billiards Canvas, and welcome back to Billiards VMSOA. I definitely missed y'all. I definitely missed doing these interviews. I missed writing. After the roundtable, after ending on such a high note, I think we on the Billiards team, me, Nairi, Jaquan, we all took a second to reset and also come up with some really cool ideas for what we have going on. This was my first time being a part of the graphics portion of it. All the other artwork you saw for literally everything prior to this month was all Quan. It was all him. He drew all of that. This was my first time, sprinkling in my own little add-ons, and Nairi did the same thing. So I'm really excited about being a part of that aspect of billiards. Me and Nairi, you guys usually don't see us in the same instance. I think you guys kind of saw us in the same instance on the roundtable. But we are now going to have a podcast called 10 and 2, releasing eventually, definitely sometime this month or next month. We're super excited about that. Nairi is a great friend of mine. Probably one of the biggest blessings to have come out of me being a part of billiards is my friendship with Nairi. So I'm really excited to start that new chapter with her. Also, interviews will be available via podcast form, and you could think of it as the Billiards Magazine website version, almost having this, because I guess it's not all the way family friendly, but more family friendly, more polished. You definitely get more of the raw, uncut, director's cut version of our conversations with these people in the podcast format. So we're really excited about that one as well. And while we're bringing in this new season, we're bringing it in with somebody who is a master of the art of reinvention, an artist, an entrepreneur. He's a business owner and my ex-boss who I love very, very, very much. And he's been shaping our area's entertainment and fashion scene for nearly a decade at this point. You know him as A Driver, the independent music artist who built his name in the game and then took it a step further by founding Made in Norfolk Apparel in 2009. What started as a clothing brand has grown into a staple of our creative community, both a movement and a must-visit storefront that represents the heart of Norfolk's culture. From music to fashion, entrepreneurship to artistry, he does it all while staying true to his roots and elevating the city along the way. All right, let's get into it, and welcome to Billiards Magazine, the one and only Amir Driver. What's going on?
I wasn't ready for the introduction, gang. I wasn't ready. Go ahead, do your thing. All right, go ahead.
Driver, thank you so much for coming through. I already know you be on go 25/8, so I appreciate you making space for us.
Not a problem, and I'm glad that y'all found time to work me into your schedules, because you've been out here getting your shine on with the Billiards team. You feel me? I like that, man. I like it. You feel me?
Well, we've all been watching the evolution of Made in Norfolk in real time. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy seeing something so homegrown turn into something this impactful. But before we get into all that, let's start from the beginning. Who is Amir Driver? Where is he from?
I'm from Norfolk, for sure. I am a Norfolk, Virginia resident. Born and bred. I am a child of the city, town, baby to the fullest. Yeah, man. I have lived in so many different aspects of this city. I have worked in so many different fields in this city, been in so many different aspects of life in this city. So in a nutshell, I would be the town. You feel me? We hold it down around here. So Amir is the town, definitely.
So let's talk about Made in Norfolk. Take me back to what sparked it. What was the vision when you first created it?
For me, it was about expanding the branding of my area in my city as a whole, truly, because I felt like a lot of the recognition that we were getting was to the state, which is cool. But for me, Norfolk was like the epicenter of cool in the 757. I felt like everything that was cool came from right here, even though the state itself was getting its recognition. Chris Brown, Trey Songz, the Clips, Virginia Beach. The town is where it's at, though. So for me, being an artist entrepreneur myself, I was like, as I go out and make my flag planted in other spaces and places, I got to take the town with me. So that's kind of how the branding came about. As an artist, I was out on tour doing a lot of different shows in different spaces and places, and I needed everybody to know that I was from Norfolk. So that's really how it came about, me wanting to just be a representation of where I was from and represent the city in a certain way.
So over time, we've seen it evolve from apparel to merch to low-key, high-key, a full-blown movement. Mm-hmm. What does it mean to you now versus when you first started?
Now, like you said, it's more of a movement. Initially, for me, it was just basic pride and admiration for where I was from and wanting to showcase that to the world and the respect that I felt like it needed to be seen. But now, it's just so much more, man. It went from just base level pride to, like you said, a movement in itself. You got people from every walk of life, every genre, every nationality, every age demographic coming in this space and place, ready and willing to purchase and represent the town. So it has grown and it continues to grow to spaces and places that I didn't even think were attainable starting out, but we are definitely there now.
And we both know you got things in motion outside of Norfolk too, plenty of it. What projects or goals are you working on?
Currently, we're working on our nonprofit, Make a Difference Every Day is the nonprofit name that we're going with. As you know, MADE is an acronym that stands for Make a Dollar Every Day, but the nonprofit Difference Every Day. So that's one of the main things that we're focused on right now, and just providing opportunities for artists to perform, showcase their talents and things of that nature. I'm super involved, heavily invested in the culture in this community, and just making sure that it is showcased and seen in the right respect. So just a lot of that, a lot of shows, a lot of other things going on to keep us moving forward.
You really are building something bigger than a brand. It's a legacy. So let me ask you, what's the ultimate dream for Made in Norfolk?
The ultimate dream for Made in Norfolk would be to have multiple storefronts located in the area. Of course, I would want one in the downtown sector of Norfolk, but then also Ocean View, because I think that would give us a hold on the area, in the sense, we're on the ocean, we're by the beach, you got beachwear made in Norfolk, you got inner city made in Norfolk, then you come out here into the hood and deal with me in Poplar Halls, you know what I'm saying? So just expanding the branding and making it more accessible through the city, more visible through the area with more storefronts and locations. Presence in the airport, presence in all of the major outlets that we have here for Norfolk, because Norfolk is really in a transitional space of becoming a full-fledged international airport. So when that happens, one of the big goals for us is to be a part of that as one of the gift shops that is there. Waterside, just being present and prominent heavily in the community and area is just the ultimate goal. Being able to offer employment to the gang, or employment to the people in the environment, teach other youth how to be entrepreneurs and things of that nature if they want to take a non-traditional route at business and success such as mine, being able to provide those opportunities for people. And just being present in the area, man. Being a positive role model and influence to the town. That's the biggest thing for me.
Well, that's a vision that we at Billiards can't wait to see unfold. But before we wrap, I always love to leave the people with something to carry with them. So what do you want to leave our Billiards audience with?
Consistency. Consistency is the driving factor in success, okay? Because when things get dark, if you can maintain being consistent in it, you will always see that light at the end of the tunnel. I tell people all the time, they say, Driver, how you keep going? I say, shit, I don't know. I just keep going. It gets hard. I'm not going to tell you that it's always sunny outside and the rain clouds don't come, because they do. But you just have to stay steadfast in what your journey is, be self-confident and aware of what it is that you want to do and obtain for yourself, and push forward at that shit, man. Consistency over everything. Consistency over everything. When you create a consistent routine, you'll feel bad if you don't do something in that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, consistency.
That's facts. That's facts for sure. And on that note, be sure to check out everything Amir Driver has going on his Instagram page at Amir Driver Made. That's AMIR Driver Made, and tap in with his journey. You can also catch this edition of Billiards Magazine on www.billiardsvmsoa.com and our Instagram by the same name. Until next time, I'm your host, Vania Alonnie, and remember, Virginia is not just a place for lovers, it's a sanctuary for dreamers. Bye, y'all.